JDX, I see ya. Hopefully all is well. Alrighty. Hello and welcome back everybody to tonight's fantastic, lovely dinosaur action after the reset. Continuing with Stampede Dinosaurs and Explore, doing all the lovely stuff, playing big things in a very stable way with that Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, but keeping the painful Pithing Needle, turning off a specific activated ability, whatever card I name, and nice to have you here at the beginning, JDX. But we'll just get that card turned off. The list exactly the same as last night, so we won't get too much into it. Get right into the matches, see if anything is a little bit different after the season has reset. That's always an interesting thing. What might you run into? Because sometimes it can be quite a bit different. Finished your production duties. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, who knows how long it takes. I imagine you can drag it out and it can take longer and longer. You just have to say you're finished at some point, finished for the day or finished a specific project. I'm not finished with dinosaurs. Who knows if I ever will be. Yeah. I imagine sometimes it does flow like anything. You get into a rhythm, everything comes together. You don't have to try too many things. You think, oh, I'm going to go up in BPM and down and tweak the reverb. I always like reverb, and then it doesn't work and you mess around with stuff and it's hard to get back to this one point that you had that turned out to be good. Yeah, it turns out that hand is pretty darn good. Commercial District, Castle Garenbrig, and Cavern of Souls, plus a Sylvan Scrying, so I just used that to get Sunken Citadel and we're off to the races. Going to keep that second Sylvan Scrying on the top after I played Commercial District there. It's fine. That's fine. We have a Sylvan Scrying coming up. I would imagine Sylvan Scrying is gone. Absolutely. 100%. Of course, we did see Thoughtseize, so that, well, they might have another one. We have to grab Sunken Citadel 100%. There is no question about it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Automatically saving. Maybe that gets you into a place of, I don't know, you assume it's saved. If you have automatic save turned on, whatever it's in, Microsoft Word, Excel, mixing and mastering. That definitely would be painful. It's going to be painful for the opponent if they don't do too much coming up. We'll kill them next turn. We'll be able to make 8, dropping Ghalta, Xenagos, Zapandrel. They're dead. If they don't have Thoughtseize, they are dead. Shucks. Mutavault's a card. They must be scared. They must know exactly what's about to happen. They have to dig, discard a card with Smuggler's Copter.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
This is going to be interesting. We have to hope they don't get Thoughtseize. Oh, that's good. That's good. See you later, bud. Oh, you didn't have the Vein Ripper. Shucks. Now the question becomes, would they have Go for the Throat? Okay, they don't. They knew they were dead. Yeah. But writing down where you put your maybe, I don't know how long it takes to write down where you put your previous placements. Probably you don't need to do it, and if you did it along with saving or automatically saving, that would just take a lot of extra time. That'd be hard. Maybe I'll try mixing myself one day. But Rakdos Vampires, pretty fantastic stuff. I don't like Soren. Pithing Needle will bring it in. excuse me, to deal with Sorin there. Hornet Queen. I was thinking Hornet Queen might be okay because Vein Ripper, the big flying vampire, Death Touch, taking it out, pretty good. But if they get it, and it's going to be painful either way. Lots of creatures that this opponent could destroy, which means I lose a lot of health, and they gain a bunch. I'll just go Pithing Needle, take out the Vein Ripper, bring in Pick Your Poison as well. Trim 3 communes for the poison, and I think we should be okay. Yes, it is time to Dinosaur Scorpion. 100%. I don't know. I messed around with some things, and I felt like I was adding a bunch of different beats. It was pretty good. Maybe I should just try it out after I'm done here tonight. Try mixing some music. Ooh, that'd be pretty good. This hand, much better than the previous one with a single Cavern of Souls. Getting Sunken and Commercial District, plus Pick Your Poison and Pithing Needle. Beautiful. Once they let me grab Ghalta and send it to the bottom. Beautiful. We have 2 things that would hopefully shut down the opponent. I do want to increase the chance of seeing land the next one, or Commune, the only copy, or a Sylvan, or an Up the Beanstalk to draw and get closer to what I need. Hey, at least probably Pithing Needle or Pick Your Poison is gone. Okay, they don't want me to turn off Sorin, I would imagine. Hopefully they don't have another one. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, it's not the greatest time in the world, but it can't always work out. It can't go as good as that first game, that's for sure. Pick poison. Poisoning myself. Pick Your Poison. Those 3, they would have been Commune with Dinosaurs, so 100%. Pick Your Poison. I'm digging. I would have grabbed a land by now, continued that domination. Maybe it would have been a Castle Garenbrig, the second Pick Your Poison, which would have been Commune as well. Would have grabbed me the 4th land. Yeah, the 4th land. Well, at least I got Castle Garenbrig. That's pretty good. It's not nothing. I get some other land. I'm able to play Kogla, the Titan Ape, next turn. A land that enters untapped, hopefully. Oh boy. I'm just happy they haven't played. So, okay. I was going to say Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. Get the Vein Ripper. We'll kill it. Maybe not. Well, Cavern of Souls is pretty good. Decent enough, I would say. There you go. Kogla. Fight the Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. A 3rd Pick Your Poison. My, oh my. Crazy. At least I have a nice big creature. They have 1 less. Hopefully Kogla sticks around, though. Crossing my fingers. I got to get rid of Ghalta, Primal Hunger, or Regisaur Alpha. If I draw another land next turn, I could have gone Regisaur Alpha plus Ghalta for a total of 7. 2 Sorin. Okay, JDX. Yes, JDX. Sell that Sorin and get your copies of... I don't know. We're just getting rid of the Vein Ripper. But yeah, sell Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord. 100%. Do it, and don't ask any questions. I like the looks of this, though. We'll try to take out Sorin. Oh, yeah, 100%. Sell it right now. Right away, I would say. It's, maybe it's hit its peak. It's hard to say how long this specific deck is going to stick around, though. But hey, everybody likes their own stuff. That's how it goes. Commune. Well, I'll just play Tyrranax Rex. That's good. 7 for an 8/8 trample haste. Ward 4, toxic 4, draw a card. Decent. Speaking of card games, not one of those, but the new Star Wars Unlimited. I've actually been wanting to try that out. I might try it out at some point here. Just getting rid of Preacher of the Schism there, Death Touch, Kogla, whatever. Keep all the creatures dead. We're going to be hammering them every single turn, it seems like. Play a Vein Ripper. Oh, shoot. Doesn't matter. I have to pick your poisons. Okay. Well, that's a decent enough number. I would hope that would be a decent enough number. Pretty good stuff. 1 green, we lose 2, they gain 2. We're all good. We'll go with Sylvan Scrying, set up for Ghalta's Stampede Terror next turn, and just keep hammering them, beating them up. So bad. See what Commune gets, though. Set up for a super... We're going to go for a redundancy. If they have a Thoughtseize, well, that's good. That's good. I have 2 Ghaltas. You better have 2 Thoughtseizes. However, I've already seen 2 so far. I think the chance of them having 2 in their hand, the other 2, is going to be pretty low. I don't know. I like to focus on one thing. I've always thought about going more into the Pokemon, TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh, potentially. Some of the other newer card games. We'll see. We'll see. But that is a devastating game for the opponent. Fortunately, we had Pick Your Poison. I think that bought us quite a bit of time. Yeah. Alright, I'm just happy to take down Rakdos Vampires tonight. Hopefully it's a trend that can continue, but perhaps Pick Your Poison is enough. I don't need Pithing Needle. Maybe. Or I just bring in Pick Your Poison and not Pithing Needle, as I was thinking, to turn off Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. Yeah, alright. I'm glad it was fast. But there's never enough time, especially never enough time, it seems, to try out new games. One day I imagine I will expand more than I have. But there's something about focusing so completely on one specific thing, one specific deck. I like it. I can't really explain it. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. But as long as you love what you're doing, that is the most important thing. Alright. Watch it be all Rakdos Vampires all night. Pick Your Poison is probably going to shine pretty good. Like this hand could. Okay. Pretty decent, seeing I don't need Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, but decent. Seeing that Hallowed Fountain. Hopefully it's regular Azorius Control. That does usually feel good, although I smell a counterspell. I'm not going to go with Commune yet. We're going to wait and see. Oh, so Censor couldn't have countered it. I would have had 1 extra to pay for that tax. But I still think it could be No More Lies. I'm going to try for this. I'm going to hope. Good. This is actually very scary for the opponent. If I can stick Goreclaw next turn, if it somehow survives, they're going to be in a very troublesome spot. I may have to name Bear for Goreclaw just to stick it, unfortunately. I don't exactly want to do it, but I'm going to try it. Not the best thing in the world. And they certainly could have removal Get Lost or March of Otherworldly Light. Okay, it's not too bad. They had to exile a card from their hand. A temporary lockdown, which was doing absolutely nothing, pretty much nothing, for the opponent, which is pretty good. And we'll get there. Get a Sunken Citadel at some point. Start to play the Hornet Queen. Hopefully another Cavern of Souls. That would be nice. Don't exactly need another Regisaur Alpha, though. Yeah. Yikes. Maybe I'll let the opponent, let him wait. I'm going to get another Nesty 0. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? Nothing much, it seems. Okay, yeah, finally. The Hornet Queen is gone. Man, it took forever. Commune with Dinosaurs, Sylvan Scrying at some point, a Sunken Citadel itself. I've come back from far worse against Azorius Control, so I don't feel too bad. I feel a little bad. See ya, Hornet Queen. Whew. I got something. Let's start burning the counter spells. Pretty much guaranteed this is going to get answered, and hey, that's alright. Probably should have listened to my gut and chosen Dinosaur. Either they have a counter spell or removal. Usually it's the case, but Up the Beanstalk. No More Lies can't stop it because it makes us pay an extra 3, which I at least have, yeah. That's alright. Oh, burning too. Not fun. Okay. Well, that's alright. That's pretty good. Pretty decent. Probably don't have more No More Lies. Oh, good. Underground Mortuary. Beautiful stuff set up for Sunken Citadel. Yeah. I like another Up the Beanstalk. I'm going to test the waters with that. That could be nice. Again, a little bit of an uphill battle. I would imagine after Up the Beanstalk, the first one burnt 2 No More Lies. We might be able to... Oh, that's not good. Fine by me. That Cavern of Souls wasn't protecting all the dinosaurs that I have in my hand. It's a little bit rough. We lose Up the Beanstalk off the top, but we get a Sylvan Scrying, which is going to grab Cavern of Souls. Beautiful stuff indeed. Allowing us to get the first Regisaur down safely. Okay. Start having removal. You better have removal every single turn. Yeah, that's okay. And we still have a creature at the very least. It doesn't do a whole lot, but we're clawing our way back. Dig Through Time, though, that is a pretty fantastic card. I don't see it used too often. Making use of, well, all the stuff they have in their graveyard. Looking at the top 7, put 2 of them into their hand, the rest on the bottom. Costs a total of 8, but if they get rid of 8 things, well, get rid of 6 things, it only costs 2 blue. Potentially, I think. We're not dead next turn at the very least. It doesn't seem to be the case. However, we'll try to pop a map token. We'll see if I can draw land. Draw enough. Draw what? Sylvan Scrying. No. I think I like Regisaur Alpha. I want to keep up the aggression with this. See what we get. See what they play. See if I can draw out that sweeper. Wandering Emperor. Something like that. Yeah, send that to the bottom. See what this does. Good. Field of Ruin is a little bit problematic. Oh, maybe they will take out Commercial District. I do have one more forest, so it's not the end of the world. They must have a sweeper. It's got to be why they did that. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's also pretty darn good. Now the question becomes, would they have Ether Gust? Something like that? Would they have Settle the Wreckage? Also a very real possibility. Or they might just be dead. We'll see. We're about to find out. One way or another. Everybody has haste. Memory Deluge is doing nothing. Oh boy, you have 3. Oh, shucks. Didn't even matter how slow I went. Alright, alright. Okay. Good stuff. I might have to check it out. Again, time is of the essence, but I'm always interested to at least familiarize myself with different options. Good options. At least just having a recommendation. Some things look pretty good and maybe they aren't so good, so having somebody that enjoys it, yeah. Oh, no, definitely, 100%. I would learn Pokemon better. I'd maybe make a deck that is different from the mono-green Heracross deck. We'll keep everything the same, though. Seems perfectly fine against Azorius Control, usually to start. I don't really ever sideboard in or out anything different. I kind of like this a little bit. It is nice seeing Castle Garenbrig and Up the Beanstalk, but this opponent is going first. I imagine Up the Beanstalk would be countered. I don't want that to happen. Okay. We got to keep something at some point here. Really, I could have taken out the Hornet Queen. But I do kind of like all those flying creatures. I gotta say, it's pretty cool. Definitely, I imagine standard rotation or any sort of rotation in any card game would shake things up quite a bit. Yes, Heaven, definitely go. 100%. Yeah, maybe. Pretty lovely stuff though with that Sunken. I imagine field is taken out Sunken. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We got a forest. We can use Sylvan to grab the other Sunken. But if it goes to game 3, I'll bring in Pithing Needle. Getting rid of Sunken Citadel, wow, that hurts me. Sunken or Castle Garenbrig, but stopping Field of Ruin. Now that's what I want to be doing. That rhymes, I just realized. Ugh. Well, we probably won't be busting through this game, at the very least. It's maybe too far gone at this point, but Cavern of Souls, a very real possibility. But I'm still liking... No. I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm just going to name Dinosaur. I'll still hope to play Goreclaw. Maybe it won't be countered. Maybe the opponent won't have removal. I think that's usually guaranteed when they have so many cards in their hand. 5, 7. You know they got something. Okay. Maybe they don't. Okay. Just removal. Get lost. It's not the end of the world. I mean, if they didn't do that, they potentially would have just been dead next turn. If I had drawn a land, play Ghalta, make 6, everybody, kind of similar to that first game. Oh boy. Temporary lockdown, though, I must say, it is painful. Getting rid of those map tokens, I would have liked to pay 1, explore, search for something nice. Hopefully, nothing stops Sylvan Scrying, though. Oh, darn. That's no fun. Maybe I draw a Sunken Citadel. We get close to exactly what I need. Or just any land, really. Really, any land would be good. Start to get down Carnage Tyrant or Regisaur Alpha, but probably Carnage Tyrant, because that would draw out something from the opponent, I would imagine. A commune with dinosaurs. Hopefully it's not no more lies, no more lies. We're getting there. Eventually. But it is very unfortunate. If they hadn't had that Field of Ruin, I would have been making 6 green quite a long time ago. Playing the Carnage Tyrant, drawing out something not so nice from the opponent. But they ultimated with Teferi. Doesn't always happen. I get so excited getting to face my favorite deck that, yeah. Okay, Hornet Queen, gone. Pithing Needle, in. There you go. Alright. Pithing Needle, we named Teferi. No activated abilities. It's nothing. Field of Ruin, boom. That should help. That's perfect. Absolutely. Sunken in Commercial District. Perfect. Up the Beanstalk to dig closer, get the castle, the Sunken. We'll start off with Commercial District, though. I need a forest eventually for Castle Garenbrig cuts. Cut, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. I certainly things are, I would say things are going pretty good tonight. Yeah, you know what? I'll put that Ghalta there. Maybe they think I have one in my hand because I put it into the graveyard. That could be a very real possibility. But it is nice to go with Commune to set up to get Castle Garenbrig. Well, the opponent better be worried. Things are going downhill quick. I'm going to try for Commune. I want to try and land Up the Beanstalk. Let's draw out that No More Lies. Do it. Do it. Good. I like card draw. Oh. We've got Surak and Goreclaw next turn. It can be countered. I certainly would be countered. So just we'll keep doing our thing. Landing another Up the Beanstalk. Oh, beautiful stuff. I imagine Pithing Needle would get answered now. With something. Oh, okay. Well, we're naming Field of Ruin. Phew. Anytime I cast any of my creatures, I draw 2 cards off of those 2 Up the Beanstalk. Okay, yeah, man, that is good. Yeah, I'll wait for Surak. It doesn't really matter at this point. Everything can be Surak and Goreclaw. Let's do that. Yeah. Really, I should have maybe done Surak and Goreclaw first before playing my land. I might have drawn a Sunken Citadel, and I may have wanted Sunken Citadel to enter as my land for the turn. But that's pretty devastating. Oh, yeah, you better have a sweeper next turn, or else you're dead. Try me. Do it. Cavern of Souls, though. If I draw Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant, there's a very good chance they're just dead. Teferi, I don't care. Bounce it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Zapandrel. We'll just go Regisaur Alpha. It is pretty cool that I draw that Surak, and we just get ahead by so much. Definitely. I want to stop them untapping 2 lands and drawing an extra card each turn. Oh, shucks. That's pretty cool. That's good, too. Yeah. Gotta say, I like drawing 2 whenever you cast one of your creatures. Because pretty much every single creature I have is a mana value 5 or greater. Hasty, can't be countered, can't be targeted. Hasty, doubling the power of everything each combat. That's where it's at. No chance. Good luck. Oh, I almost feel bad for him.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Okay. The commercial district. See if we can get closer to Ghalta. Hopefully. Alright, Carnage Tyrant it is. See what they do. Maybe they just concede. Right then and there. Their chances are kind of crashing and burning. It's fine by me, they're tapped out. Good. Underground Mortuary. Well, it's not Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, but I do like myself a good old Xenagos. Yeah. Every single turn. You have to have removal, counter. Counter spells don't do anything. Perfect. A lovely start to the season reset. Alright. Hopefully it's another Azorius Control. I gotta say, I haven't been facing it too much. Maybe that's probably because people are playing a lot of the Rakdos Vampires, getting it practiced up, maybe getting it out of their system, and then going back to whatever their favorite deck is, or was. Well, that's a perfect hand right there, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, basically have the entire package I'm looking for with Sunken and Castle. Commune, I would imagine, is going to dig for one of the pieces. I might try and stick Up the Beanstalk, though. Mono black snow. Could be a little problematic. Hopefully duress, well, at the very least, I'm playing something next turn. And that's what I'm getting at. That's what you want to be doing. You don't exactly want to not grab a land. Usually it's the case that you should be grabbing it with Commune. Oh, cut. It absolutely was. I think the Surveil lands are enough. I'm running 3 of them. I think it's 3 of them. It's also pretty funny when they play Dress and I have nothing but creatures and lands. And now it doesn't really matter. I've got my Cavern of Souls. I've got Carnage Tyrant coming up. But I don't. It's always Field of Ruin. Azorius Control. I hate it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 of the Surveil lands. They have been just perfect. The extra digging, smoothing the draw, getting closer to what I need. It's exactly what I needed, I think. Certainly feels that way. But at the very least, I will be playing Palani's Hatcher, Regisaur Alpha next turn. Another Field of Ruin.
Dang! Oh!
That's not fun. Yeah. But those Surveil lands, going back to that, being the forest typing, absolutely fantastic, just to help Castle Garenbrig get there a little bit better. Untapped a little bit more often. Well, they don't have counter spells, so we don't have to worry about that. I would imagine something happens to Palani's Hatcher. Be surprised if that wasn't the case. Put the pressure on Lilianna of the Veil, make it so she can't -2. I'm not too worried, but I want Lilianna gone as soon as possible. It looks like okay, that's well, it's not that bad. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I could play it next turn, but it could also draw something big that I can't play. And I do have 4 copies of Ghalta. If I have to discard something at this point, I'll get rid of it. I've got plays. That's the main thing. Oh, shoot. Make me discard a card. Nuts. I got to admit, Xenagos God of Revels is pretty good, and really seeing this opponent, knowing they didn't have any counter spells, I used all 3 of my Cavern of Souls, and we'll send one to Lilianna, but I used all my Cavern of Souls, Dinosaur, Dinosaur, Dinosaur. I really could have diversified there, naming God at the very least, to get my source of red needed for Xenagos, to make sure the opponent will die. I'm just glad Field of Ruin didn't completely ruin our chances in this game. It's pretty good. Maybe looking for blood on the snow. They don't get blood on the snow. They would have, they probably have Shieldred, I would imagine, cut. This is mono black, I think that's a given. Up the Beanstalk is not a May clause. Keep that in mind. When it enters and whenever you cast a spell, you draw a card. So it kills me. Sometimes Up the Beanstalk has killed me, but still, I want to test it out with Shieldred. The potential of a deck having that card. Get Up the Beanstalk down early, a few turns before Shieldred. I draw a couple cards, or at least the turn Up the Beanstalk enters, I draw a card to replace it. Then I build it up. There you go. I draw one card when I cast one big thing, and that might be Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Maybe I'm at 6 or 8. I go down to 4 or something like that. I'm still not quite dead, but that card draw from Up the Beanstalk entering, and then a couple turns later drawing one more thing, maybe it'll make all the difference, and I won't be worried about losing too much life, even though sometimes it has killed me. Yeah, Up the Beanstalk is going absolutely nuts. I think it's a really nice shell. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best shell. I haven't compared it to other ones, but if there's a deck where 8, 16, 24, close to a third of the deck, it's past a third of the deck. Over a third of the deck is a mana value 5 or greater. That's pretty good. My average mana value is 5, which is pretty insane. That's got to be good enough. It's pretty crazy. You say, oh, I'm playing Dinosaurs. My average mana value is 5, and I only have 18 lands. People will laugh at me. Maybe people always will. That's understandable. You make a statement like that, it'll brush you off. It's okay. I'm used to it. I would expect that. More often than not, when somebody tries to do something, it's probably not so good, but I think this is pretty good. I'll always continue to play it, so I'm not the best person to ask about it, because it's always going to be what I'm doing. But you got to admit, it does some good things. Like, Field of Ruin is doing good things too. Well, hopefully they take out Commercial District. They see it as my source. Oh, okay. I was a little bit scared there. Hopefully next turn they continue to not take it out. Do I like Hornet Queen? Kind of. You know what, Ghalta again. I might draw another one. Sylvan Scrying though, absolutely. We're grabbing the second Sunken, and now if they don't go Field of Ruin, their chances might be ruined next turn again, because I'm going to play the Hornet Queen on turn 4. They got to do Field of Ruin. They know what happened. They saw what happened that first game, so that's all I can see. Yeah, 100%. That's okay. I'm used to it. I should have brought in the Pithing Needle. Kicking myself that I didn't. And I might up the number of basic lands. 3 has felt pretty good, but it's gotten pretty tense. If I've drawn a forest, the opponent has used... I kind of want to keep Xenagos. Yeah, Hornet Queen. We'll get that out of there. Up the Beanstalk. That is actually pretty fantastic. Hopefully it draws another Up the Beanstalk. Fine by me. There you go. There you go. Okay, and a Sylvan Scrying. Cut, you were talking about, yeah, Up the Beanstalk's gifted Etherborn. But Up the Beanstalk's potential. They don't have a Shieldred, so we're laughing. It's going to be good. I'm going to be playing a creature next turn. I don't need Sylvan Scrying whatsoever. I kind of do. Oh my goodness. Folks, are they about to die? I feel like Xenagos. Just to get it down and draw another land, I hope, that enters untapped. Not the case. Hopefully they don't have anything that deals with Xenagos, but at the very least, if I draw a land that enters untapped next turn, play Ghalta, dead, I would think. The opponent has stumbled a little. Okay. Well, it's kind of like that Teferi. I was having such a good time, and I didn't see Lilianna got to 6. Yeah, I should get back to the manlands at some point here. I will, eventually. But definitely sacrificing that pile. Hopefully I draw land and I can maybe play Carnage Tyrant and draw 2 more cards. That would be ideal. Not the case. Painful. Yeah, any untapped land we're good. Or just any land in general. We'd be okay. There you go. 2 cards. Maybe we draw another one. Hopefully it's a Sunken. Play Ghalta at some point at the very least. I think it's probably going to be a land. Okay. Well, we'll just keep playing Carnage Tyrants, hoping they don't have Shieldred's Edict. Making a sacrifice Carnage, which if I had a man land, JDX, I could make it into a creature, use that as the sacrificial thing to the Edict that they're playing. Darn. Let's make 7 next turn. Tyrranax Rex to Rex, or a Sunken Citadel plus Carnage. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty decent, because Kogla to fight Shieldred. Even though I draw lots of cards, it's painful. It's not so fun. I fight Shieldred. That's the main thing. Maybe I save myself. I continue to save myself. Do I like Up the Beanstalk? I kind of do still. You know what? Sorak and Goreclaw. Let's do it. Yeah. Well, we're going to find out. It's certainly very interesting, but it is nice. Kogla saved me there. Maybe. Perhaps. Land, you can do it. It's pretty cool, though, because I can play that, but I couldn't play the other one. The other version. Carnage Tyrant. That's our best bet at this point. Hopefully. Land, you... Oh! Okay. Okay. Hopefully they don't draw a land and have the Eye Tyrant into a creature, because then we would be... Oh, we're dead. Dead. Okay. Close. Close but no cigar. Good stuff. Man, that would have been sweet if I could have come back from that. We got him pretty good. We'll get him next game. I learned my lesson though. Field of Ruin. Coming in. Stopping. You know what. Well, Pithing Needle coming in to stop Field of Ruin. You get what I'm saying. Hornet Queen. Get rid of that. Really, I could probably take out Goreclaw. And again, I probably could take out Up the Beanstalk. But yeah, it certainly did draw a lot. A little bit sad. I don't get too sad. I know I can't win them all, but I know I have amazing potential. Yep, that is amazing potential right there. Got basically everything I need. I hope to draw the castle or Sylvan Scrying to get castle, any number of that. And we'll be able to eventually get Ghalta. We'll probably lose Ghalta to a Thoughtseize, I would imagine. See what commercial do. I like a Regisaur Alpha. A body. Eventually, if many things have gone south, at the very least I would be able to play Regisaur Alpha on turn 5. It's not the best thing in the world, but another Regis. Okay. We'll have something. Sylvan Scrying though, let's do it. Or a Commune? Or, I don't know. Who knows what's going on? At least I'll be playing something next turn. Taking Lilianna back down to 1. That's okay. I'll certainly discard a legendary creature that I have. Oh, 2 of. Okay. Ooh, that's a tough one. I say we go for it. Castle Garenbrig. If they don't Thoughtseize, we might kill him. We can make 8 next turn. Okay. Now or never. Strap yourselves in, folks.
Ruthless aggression.
Ah, I was thinking you would say that. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Keep 2 hasty creatures for redundancy. Sheoldred is a heck of a card. This is also a heck of a play. They're basically dead. What you gonna do? Die. See you later, bud.
You have no power here.
Oh, nuts. But it is tempting, GDX. 100%. I was thinking of you a little bit. Well, you like Lilianna, so maybe I spared her just for you. Or no, you like Chandra. Chandra's good. Pretty good. Sheoldred, pretty good card. Okay. Well, it's going fantastically tonight. Hopefully that continues. A Lilianna Dinos. Yeah, you know what? We'll take a tangent. Let's see if I still have it in my deck list. Just for you, just to celebrate having a night that has gone so well so far. So consistently. For anybody that is new, a while back I made Lilianna Dinos. There it is. It's not the most refined deck in the world, that's for sure, but hey, it's pretty good. Pokemon. Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to check out the new set, actually. But you guys should check this out if you haven't before. A celebration. Second. Okay. Practice is rewarded. Refinement as well. As long as you have a reasonable chance, a good idea, and you're comfortable facing all the top stuff, and you know how to beat them, how to play against them, I think that should give most people a pretty good chance. Ooh, well, that's how it goes. And I must say, that is interesting in Pokemon with the prize cards. Huh. Yeah. I don't know if Chandra Torch... Wow. Chandra Torture Defiance... Maybe. Awakened Inferno. If I had to choose Chandra, Awakened Inferno would be my favorite. But this is not that. This is Jund. Black, red, and green Lilianna Dinos. More on the fun side of things, but still very good potential. 4 copies of Lilianna because I want to see it as often as possible for not a real particular reason other than that. Make opponents discard cards, all that good stuff. Storm the Festival. It's really kind of a Storm the Festival deck. I probably could increase the numbers of this a little bit, but every single thing in the deck can be hit. It all has a mana value 5 or less, so we hope to get to this. We hope to just bash the opponent in with Rotting Regisaur, Fight Rigging, make creatures bigger, Topiary Stomper entering to grab the basic swamp if we need it. If we need more black sources for Lilianna, but it's just pretty straightforward. You play that stuff, you get the job done. Yeah. The walker I'm talking about, okay, hold on a second. The walker I'm talking about is, well, it's hard because the Chandras are a little bit confusing. You get them mixed up. At least I get them mixed up. That one's my favorite. Fatal Push? Nah. No Fatal Push tonight. Maybe when I get to Diamond. Another celebration. But, a little bit of a tangent. If I had to choose, and speaking of Chandras, this one, it can't be countered. The +2 each opponent gets that fantastic emblem. You keep stacking them, chip away. Lovely, lovely stuff. This has won me some games against Control. But I certainly don't need it. Now. It is a little bit hard though. A Fatal Push, I really would hope to have a deck where it has some sacrificing parts. Something to have one of our permanents leave the battlefield to meet that revolt requirement. Able to take out a creature with a mana value 4. But this actually can take out quite a few creatures with its -3, which I must say, sometimes I actually have got this down. I know once against spirits, Azorius spirits, because it can't be countered, it lands, we go -3, then I just decimated the spirit's opponent. It was lovely, for sure, but it is pretty slow. Probably too slow against spirits, which can be pretty aggressive, but hey, it can't be countered, which is nice. Now, right, Lilianna Dinos coming up. There it is. I don't know why she's stretched out. Oh, maybe she is doing her stretching, getting ready to own some opponents here tonight. That'll be good. Okay. Maybe the algorithm doesn't know what the heck to do with my deck. I don't think that's the case. It's, for the most part, just you get matched up with whoever you get matched up with. But maybe there is a little bit behind the scenes. In best of 3, they say there's not really anything, but there's got to be something. They see your deck, however they classify it, just the number of rares, the specific cards. Who knows? We'll probably never get all that information, and we'll never be getting a win from this hand. No lands whatsoever, although it is nice to see, to see Lilianna of the Veil. This should be pretty fantastic. Thoughtseize. We'll send a Thoughtseize to the bottom. I kind of was tempted to keep both, just because it is satisfying to go one after another. Lovely. Okay, well, we're about to find out what they have going on. We got Rakdos Vampires. Huh, I never would have guessed. What do I care about? That's the real question. Yeah, I like a good Blood Tithe Harvester. Hopefully no Thoughtseize to get rid of Topiary Stomper. I think I'll probably be going with that next turn. Yeah. Get the lands, get ahead in a stable way. We grab a basic. You can't fatal push a basic land, which is very nice indeed. More black. We probably need more of that. I have 3 green. I have 2 red. Zytor's Proving Ground does tend to prove itself big time. I think we have a decent chance. Just a fable yet. There is no Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, as we saw previously, and I don't have Pick Your Poison in this deck, which is going to be a little bit rough. I actually forgot it had a sideboard. I could have talked about that, but we'll find out what it is, because I actually forget. It's been quite some time since I've used this deck. Lilianna, though. Huh. That's just asking to get killed. You know what? We'll get going with Rotting Regisaur. Next turn, play the other one. This Lilianna, we'll use that as the thing to Discord. Discord? Well, if you haven't joined the Discord, definitely do so because it's in the description, but discard. Rotting Regisaur's discard. Hopefully I land the second one. Ooh. I would imagine when the goblin attacks, they'll use Fatal Push to take out Rotting Regisaur. Now they're able to do that. 100%, that's what they're doing. That's too bad. Darn. And it is a little bit problematic. Rotting Regisaur, even if it sticks, there's a good chance this opponent has some small creature that can block it. So it's always going to be, okay, chump blocked into infinity. Lilianna of the Veil, though, is not doing a whole lot for us. I don't really like grinding things out. I like playing big stuff, bashing the opponent in fast, or just killing them in one devastating hit. Certainly Regisaur Alpha is, well, it's going to be an all-star. It's going to help us out quite a bit. They can't even fatal push the token if they had it. The only land they have untapped is that Mutavault, making a colorless. Oh boy, no Vein Ripper. Maybe I'll get lucky. Okay, that's pretty good. It's a good card. A darn bitter triumph. Hopefully it's not another Lilianna of the Veil. It's not really going to be putting in much work for us. Fight rigging isn't going to be doing much of anything. I didn't expect a whole lot from this deck. I must say it is nice to try out different stuff. More on the fun side. It's been quite some time since I've done that, I must say. Yeah. Back to Brotherhood's End. Really, Brotherhood's End is going to be the devastating thing. We'll get rid of all our Liliannas. I know it is painful. It is the namesake of the deck. You wouldn't? Okay. Hey. A Rakdos Purist. But it does feel, I don't know. I don't think cheesy is the word. I've never really felt too upset about seeing different stuff. I guess if you play one deck and then somebody, many people do it a different way, in a very specific way, because you can't do anything different than pretty much what the deck is. It's going to be Vein Ripper, Sorin, Blood Tithe. It's completely solved, which people might enjoy To each their own, of course. Yeah. It's like, do they get the big thing or do they not? It's still a pretty good deck. Oh. Okay, maybe it's coming up. Hopefully not. Should I take a Blood Tithe Harvester? We're going to wait a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't have pick your poison. Oh, shoot. Cut. What's going to happen now? Oh boy, I've never seen that card before. Let's take a look at the Vein Ripper. This is pretty good. What does it do? Flying wide. It's a joke. We're certainly not powering through beating this up in any sort of way. No. That's not going to happen. Painful hands? Absolutely. It was a little bit of a painful showing, but it was a celebration in a sense. Revisiting something that certainly I should and could tweak quite a bit more. Maybe moving away completely from this game plan. It certainly does a lot of stuff, but maybe it doesn't do one specific thing really good, which I like to try and elevate and focus on. Oh yes, absolutely cut. It is painful. Hopefully I can take away some of those free wins and actually make them work for it with Pick Your Poison. 1 green, Vein Ripper, they have to sacrifice it. I don't think it gets a whole lot better than that other than Pithing Needle, but that's probably the takeaway from tonight. Bringing in Pithing Needle plus Pick Your Poison. A lot of stuff in the deck is moved out that I might like to just keep in there. It takes away from all the good stuff that I'm doing. That's what I'm getting at. Removing so much nice stuff. Hornet Queen probably could be the thing to go against vampires. The 3 Pick Your Poison or the 4, or I just don't have Pithing Needle whatsoever. That there is really a lot to consider. Yeah. But at the very least, I have something that can get rid of the Vein Ripper for 1. And that's got to be decent enough. That's got to get me enough wins over the course of time, I would imagine. At least there's something I can do to it. And there is other ways to make them sacrifice the Vein Ripper. I could also just stay in green. You can go into black a little bit. Make the opponent sacrifice the costliest creature. It might be creature or planeswalker. Which I think, of course, they would choose Sorin to sacrifice, keeping the Vein Ripper alive. So I don't like if the opponent has a choice, because if they do Sorin, they have that. They have both types of cards. Yeah. I don't know. Lots to think about. Always what I think about. Okay. Hopefully you guys have a good night. I'll leave it there for now. A good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is. I might try and record something a little bit after this. Maybe I'll start my work on the Stampede Dinosaurs primer. I think I'm finally at that point. I've locked enough things down. I've tried enough variations of the deck. I can make an overarching deep dive all about it. Yeah. Yes. Take care. Get some good sleep. Dinos. They can dominate. See you later.